Hey guys, this is Sundrops, and today I want to talk about fencing. Now I know that a lot of you have seen PVC fencing, and honestly that's a little pricey for me right now, and I want to do it next year. Hopefully I'll be able to do it next year because we want to buy like a small drill press just to make it easier on making the fencing itself. But I want to show you an alternative to the PVC fencing. And this is a lot cheaper to do, and I want to show you real quick. So we didn't do the whole perimeter, we did the majority of it, as you can see. So of course you could do more or less. This one is 2.5 feet high. I know I pretty much already explained this to you, but I'm going to go over it one more time. So pretty simple. What we did was buy some 1x1s, and we made them 2.5 feet tall, 4 feet wide. Used 4 drywall screws, and just when we screwed them into each other, kind of made it cockeyed. So obviously the two ends that are 2.5 feet tall, this one and that one, those are straight up and down, and the only ones that we screwed in a little cockeyed on purpose were the ones going across. So we started up higher here, we went lower there. There was no science to it, we didn't measure. It's supposed to be looking kind of wobbly and rickety. So that's pretty much what we did. We just painted the 1x1s with some brown exterior paint, just any old paint you might have. Just gave it a coat of brown, and then we just screwed them, and then what we did with that, and then also what we did in addition, we pounded them into the ground about an inch just to hold them up there, and then we used some zip ties for extra support. And then from the street, honestly, you really can't see it. We just used some old cobwebs. I just got some at the dollar store. And so right now I'll show you that I didn't do the whole perimeter, just enough to be a deterrent to anybody that might want to just come in here and mess around. I'm going to show you really quick some other stuff that we made. So this is my teeter-totter with my skeletons, which I definitely have to buy new skeletons next year. As you can see, his leg and his foot is hanging. His foot is on the ground because it's broken off. But you know, like I always say, whatever. I will tell you how we made this. It was really simple. And this poor little guy's missing an arm on this side and a leg on that side. But I like to wait till after Halloween to get new ones. So he will remain armless and legless for now. For this year. That's how he's just going to be. And this guy is going to remain legless for now. I will also show you how we made this no trespassing sign. Also very simple. And I do want to make some of these tombstones and show you guys how we made it. I haven't touched these up, quite frankly. These were outside all year long. And obviously you can see that it needs touched up. Like right there, that got chipped off. But I'll show you how we made those in a future video. We just tried to come up with some different sayings. Then you got the old standby, rest in peace. I just put some flowers. I got most of these at the dollar store. Just obviously I got poinsettias and everything, because they're just flowers, so I don't care what they look like. And I just save them from year to year. I got my little inflatables over there. This little hellhound I also want to show you how I made. He is pretty cool looking at night. You know those reindeer, the Christmas reindeer? Well, that's what that was. You know how the lights break and they're a real pain in the butt, they start rusting? Well, I kept mine. I kept it, and not only did I keep it, but with some tape and some great stuff. And his teeth, I used the pumpkin teeth that they sell. I know I saw them at Walmart this year. They're just the teeth that you could buy for the pumpkins. And since this is great stuff, it just stayed in there. So that's how I made that. But I will make a video on how to make this guy if you like him. I know he's not perfect, but he's a cool addition. And you don't really see too many of them because I made him. What else? My witch also, I want to show you guys. She was just a Halloween prop we had. I got one of these big cauldrons, and from the street, you don't see that white styrofoam. I have a 5-gallon bucket in there upside down, so you could see the stuff that's sticking out of her cauldron. I am going to paint that styrofoam black, or you could just get some black, well, I wouldn't recommend spray paint on this because it's styrofoam, it'll eat it up. But you could probably use some flat black paint, house paint that you might have. Or maybe you could get some, if you got a bunch of different paint, and just make it dark. Mix up the paint so it's not as visible when people walk up to your driveway, to the house. So I hope you enjoyed this video of my fencing. I hope you guys can make a cheap fence like we did. And I hope you guys find it useful. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Alright, bye.